Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively the Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 300 programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hello, book lovers. Welcome to Must Love Books.
The mic's over there.
Okay, the mic is on now.
All right.
Okay. I was waiting for that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay.
I'm putting that in. Just like last time, there's a recording of Stephanie saying, "Don't put this in."
What was it?
I don't even remember what you said, but you're like, "This is bad. Don't put it in." I'm like,
Oh, was it about her saying that she owned a taser?
"Oh yeah."
I thought it was the twin cest thing.
Oh no, that one was.
Oh, that was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Oh, true.
Are we set?
Sure.
All right. Welcome back to Must Love Books podcast. We are here today with the Something Smutty Book Club. This month we read Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. And today I am Slowburn,
Daddy Zeus Apologist,
DNF,
Crazy Beach,
Reverse Harem, baby.
and again, Smut Slut is gone, so she misses out.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. Moving and having COVID. How terrible.
literally sucks.
What kind of choices you make. So we're going to have DNF and Crazy Beach start us off. DNF, as always, read the beginning. How far did you get this time?
To be honest with you, I read the first chapter and a half and I fell asleep.
So 1.5 chapters.
Yeah. I was given 3 chapters.
Let's say I sent her 3. So
And you made it halfway?
I made it halfway and then I took a little nap.
You DNF'd your DNF 3 chapters.
Nap's more important.
All right. Take us off.
Well, there wasn't much to go off of from what I read. Basically, there's this girl, Anastasia, and this guy,
Nate.
no,
Oh, Aaron.
that they're partners in figure skating. And then she has a roommate. Is it Lola or Zola?
Lola.
Okay, Lola. And then the main chick is sleeping with Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got.
All right.
That's all I know. A lot of names and very little happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Crazy Beach I think you did the final 2 chapters and then the epilogue, right? Or was it?
Is there
It's just the chapter.
There's not enough.
Final 2 chapters, I think, was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was also not much there, except there was a little bit of drama because the partners, Anastasia and Aaron, Aaron kissed Anastasia in their routine on the ice, and she was very upset because Nate would have been watching, and some drama unfolded, but nothing exciting happened in that drama from the last little bit. So that's really all that happened. So I have no clue what happened in this book, other than she probably slept with Nate. Nate was jealous of the other guy as his partner or something, and there was some kind of love story that didn't end up unfolding. I have no clue.
You didn't read the last one?
The last chapter for that blog.
I don't remember what happened.
You must not have listened to it.
And got knocked up.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She okay. Somehow,
where drama comes in.
Yeah, no, it's just the resolution.
Right.
I just love how in 2 years she switched from doing pairs her whole life to singles and then won a gold medal in the Olympics. Somehow.
So she did go to the Olympics.
Yes.
They've like brushed past
Yeah,
that
well,
so
the
fast.
gold medal is the Olympics.
Yeah.
Even though you can win gold in literally any competition. But
Yeah. They like brushed past that so fast.
Right.
I'm like, I thought this was the
she
plot.
brushes past a lot of the skating elements, which is honestly, I think is a good idea. I think is probably smart. Because if you know a lot about skating, which I know a lot about figure skating, if you know a lot about it,
From all your competitive skating.
no, but I was like obsessed with it for like 3 years. And me and Amanda even took lessons.
Yes, I remember.
We even took lessons because I was obsessed with it. And I watched a lot of it. But if you know like the elements, it's easy to like get them wrong in a book and then have one person go, "Oh, you have no idea what you're talking about."
I just thought it was kind of funny. This is supposed to be a sports romance and
Right.
nothing sporty
You also
happened.
don't really hear much about his hockey.
Right?
Which I thought was funny.
On the bench like almost the entire book. So like I
And
guess that's a way to...
He's magically perfectly fine. Or like Aaron, who's benched for 8 weeks, comes back and they win nationals.
Right?
Or they didn't win nationals. They dropped out of nationals. But like
Unqualified.
yeah. I'm like, okay, absolutely 100% not.
What I did like was they didn't really go into the actual sports of the sports.
It's very
but
much
they went
romance.
into the culture. Really touched on like eating disorders and therapy and the intense restrictions that athletes have on their diets and or correction, they did it all for her. All the guys got to do whatever they wanted.
They could do literally whatever they wanted.
Shocking.
Literally.
Yeah.
And like the pressure from her
Hers
family.
wasn't even really like from her coach though.
Yeah.
Hers was from her partner, from Aaron.
Yeah, and like why was he allowed to be her partner for so long? Because literally everyone saw how.
But what I want to know
was.
is it's also like she gets upset when Nate's like, "You're naive," or he didn't call her naive.
Yeah,
but it's like you're trusting him again after all the stuff he did to you. When it's like, why were you like? You're trusting him to do your whole meal plan. You're trusting him to do everything for you. But it's because he's like an extremely competent skater. They also talk about how it's like in his blood, but they don't really, as far as I read, because I didn't skim it. But like as far as I read, they didn't really tell you why.
No, yeah,
which I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna have a book.
Maybe he will.
I kind of want him to be honest.
I don't know. I didn't like him.
Nobody likes him, but that's why they're going to do a book for him. I feel like if she was smart, she would.
I want
and give him a good redemption. There is one.
Is there?
Oh wait, no, not about Ryan. Russ has one. That's the one that's next.
Okay.
And the one that comes after that is oh my god, what's the dude that everybody likes in this?
Is it Henry?
Henry.
I liked Henry.
I liked Henry too.
He was a sweet, precious baby.
Who's Henry? I'm gonna curb what I was about to say. But
I know they're going. He's one of the they're side characters. They're on the football team.
Yeah, Russ.
The hockey team. I'm currently reading a football one.
Russ.
Sorry.
Russ only gets mentioned like 3 times in it. Really, like
Yeah.
He was the reason something happened in the beginning that led to them like needing to share a rink.
Yes.
And then he kind of goes away, and then he comes back, and like a couple times.
And then you see him and Anastasia in their one interaction.
She has good reactions, like interactions with all of the guys.
Yeah.
What I really liked about it is that it wasn't one of those books that pits women against each other. I really like that. Genuinely, like every woman she interacts with, she's not like jealous and petty and mean. And the one time she is jealous, it's like she's jealous of his actions and not like the random girl. That's like you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's not
really
mad at the girl. And
yeah.
I definitely thought there was going to be like some catty drama when in the beginning of the book, Nate sleeps with some random girl that he hates. Kitty, yes. Yeah. And then Kitty's like barely mentioned again.
I think they're going to bring her in later. You know what I mean?
Maybe it'll be Kitty and Aaron and they will be the worst people
I hope so.
on the planet.
Well, he was sleeping with her.
Yeah, I don't like her name.
Oh, it's awful.
I think it's like Catherine or something.
Maybe, but I don't ever want to be called Kitty.
Why is it grown up? Do you still want to go by that?
No.
I just don't get it.
No.
It's like a pet name, literally.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not a adult name.
From what you read, who's your favorite character?
I liked Henry.
What about you?
Henry, or I really liked Ryan.
My favorite's JJ.
Oh yeah, JJ was cute.
But I liked
sweet.
Ryan and her in the beginning, and I liked how
Ryan
they were with like the relationship, and they didn't make it like taboo.
And he didn't get jealous and
or
petty.
clingy, or when she was like, "Hey, I'm going to take a step back."
It was a very mature handling. It
Yeah,
didn't feel like high school. You know what I mean? Where a lot of these books I feel like high school,
even when they're in
the amount of
even
like,
early
jealousy,
20s.
and that's why you kind of know a lot of them are like self-inserts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the competition, the people they're jealous of are usually probably the people that
I
don't
was
like in real life.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I liked the book as much as I did.
Shockingly, I liked it too because I'm usually pretty critical of stuff. I thought it was cute. I thought there was going to be more plot than just the romance, really. And there's like the competition, but it's like it didn't feel like
and then
like high stakes really. Yeah, it was. But like they used a lot of time to focus on the relationship and like the progression of like their relationship, which I mean it's nice, but it's like it's predominantly a romance. Like 100%. That's the point.
Is
like that's
it is.
Which is not a bad thing. It's just
they bring in his family a little bit and like his sister
and his dad,
and then his asshole dad. And
he was sucked, but he wasn't that bad.
No, I've definitely seen worse dads in books. The one I'm reading right now,
and he's a
mobster. So
I mean, you can be in the mob and not be crazy.
Oh no,
in fiction.
In fiction,
not that I know anybody in the mob.
One of the biggest like drama, or like was when she fell through the ice. And
I honestly. I went
skating in a lake.
Yeah.
She went by herself.
She went by herself out onto the lake and fell through the ice.
As soon as it happened, I was like,
as soon as she grabbed her skates and went out there by herself, I knew she was going to fall through. I think some of it was predictable.
Yeah,
like that. Like
I mean, I wasn't expecting it because I thought it seemed too predictable. I was like, oh, maybe they won't do that.
No, I thought
they also went on the lake the day before. So why is she suddenly falling through the ice now? Obviously, it was thick enough.
Well, he said that you have to go on certain parts. Like they kind of
that's fair enough. And if you grew up there your whole life, you know
it
where
was
to go.
Specifically the part by the woods when she mentioned the woods.
You were in the wrong place.
Yeah, so
literally picked the absolute wrong one.
I also think it was a little predictable when Aaron's hand got broke.
Yeah.
And they blamed it on Nate's.
Well, yeah.
And I mean,
how else is there going to be drama?
Right.
Why did they blame it on him?
Because Aaron hates Nate.
He's jealous.
Into Anastasia.
He's obsessed.
Yeah, he's
and possessive.
Skating partner, right?
No, Nate's
Aaron,
the guy that she ends up with. Aaron is the skating partner.
Right. Okay, got it.
And he's like petty and like snotty and rich.
Well, he goes for it. Like,
I mean,
for that
he does make a move. He takes initiative,
and
he
she
just
smacks him for it. Didn't she smack him?
No, I don't think she smacked him. She just pulled
Nate
away.
punches him.
That's what it was. Nate punches him.
Yeah. Did who do it?
Did he kiss her because he liked her, or because he just wanted to do it because of Nate?
Probably both.
I think it was both. From his character, I think it would be both.
His reasoning in the story was it's what the people wanted.
Yes.
Yeah. He's described as a very manipulative, immature person. Like, who grew up in a very manipulative household. So that's why I think they're going to give him, like, a redemption arc.
Ugh.
What do I feel that's probably pretty accurate for, like, a male skater with a female partner, though? Like, I feel like in real life that could be pretty accurate.
A lot of them are gay.
Yeah. Right. but ones that aren't.
Right. Or you get some that you think are like, man, these people are 100% banging. They're together. And then you find out, nope, they've been married to separate people for the last 10 years.
Or they're siblings.
Oh,
are you talking about the ice dance couple from...
Yes.
I love them, honestly. Ugh. Honestly, I thought it was going to be weird too, but they don't do anything sexual, so it's fine. They're fine.
No, not.
Well, okay, but ice dance can be kind of weird because even on the non-sexual stuff, you're doing lifts and things. You have to grab people in some uncomfortable places. But I feel like when you grow up like that, it's nothing. It's like cheerleading or gymnastics. It's like you are so accustomed to this, it doesn't feel like sexual to you to do it. But
I mean, that makes sense.
Well, yeah. I feel like a lot of people were like that when they...
Where does this story take place? Where are they?
Maple Hills is a college. Is it in California?
No, it's California.
Yeah, it's in California.
Oh, for some reason I thought they were in like Idaho.
It has to be in Northern California if he's skating on a lake. Like
no, his house is in.
That's on winter break, and they
go to his house for Christmas.
We go to her house and then his
her house first, and then his house. Okay, but. We'll go for Christmas.
I did like how they did Anastasia's adoptive family. She's adopted. And they didn't do like the whole baby mama drama. In fact, she flat out says, like, don't ask me, I'm happy with my family.
Oh, yeah, like, I'm not tore up about not knowing my mother or parents.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I like that.
It was nice. They just had a nice family dynamic.
Like, oh my God, that wasn't her goal.
Is this a play on a real life Simone Biles?
Maybe.
She's adopted.
By her
She's
grandparents,
picture.
though. It is. It's her grandparents.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could be right.
I just read an article on her.
I just know that she's adopted.
I don't know anything about Simone Biles.
They were her grandparents.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
What was your least favorite part about the book?
Aaron.
He didn't seem that bad from the chapter I read.
No, he's he like says like
He says like bad and
well, yeah, but
and he put on 12 pounds of muscle when he started actually eating food.
Like he was
restricting her diet to severely.
Oh, he did say she weighed a lot in the first chapter.
She doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
But it's like control tactics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he like also tells her she'll never be loved by anyone because even her own birth parents didn't want her. Like, you know what I mean? That's pretty hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
And she still tries to like
be nice.
Not be friends with him, I guess, but kind of like at least make their partnership
work. Almost. But
which, I mean, if you have the progression of like nationals is the most important whatever I'm going through, I'm like, you got the Grand Prix, you got everything, bro. You got so much after nationals. Like nationals is your first step. Like you should have been already going to nationals if you're thinking of getting on the Olympic team. Should have happened before you were 21. That's for sure. Good luck.
Yeah, I will be honest. I liked the book.
I did like it though. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was. I
didn't have a hard time reading it.
I will say, I do not think it is as spicy as the people on TikTok say.
Okay, let me tell you what. I think it's spicier than some of the people on TikTok said it was, and I think it's less spicy than other people said. You know what I mean?
I would give it like...
I don't think 12-year-olds in school should be reading it.
No.
100% not at all.
To me, this is like a 1.
As far as spicy?
Yeah.
Give it like a 2.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's okay. I've definitely read less spicy books that are considered spicy. Like, if you ever read ACOTAR... No.
I have not read it yet.
It's okay. It's just like there's like one sex scene in it, and it's pretty like
vanilla.
It's very. It gives like YA or not YA, but like new adult.
That's what this gives me. This gives me more new adult.
Yeah, like into college.
Yeah, definitely not.
Read a lot of really raunchy stuff.
I think you would have liked this.
You would have liked it. I think
if you had read it from start to finish, I think you would have liked it because it's very. Oh yeah, Crazy Beach.
I'm not on the beach, so I can't.
Next time you go on your next vacation.
It was really cute. Like it wasn't.
It wasn't wholesome, but it was like there wasn't a lot of stupid drama. There wasn't a lot of like.
It was a very easy read. It read very well. There was.
She ends up pregnant and
like happily ever after.
He magically wins the Stanley Cup, and
in the next book they're going to get divorced.
I want to know how many books she's making.
What life is.
Yeah, right.
I think at this time, a third one has a release date.
I think they're all
believe. Yeah.
Already. Because you can buy 2 other ones, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really cute.
It was cute. I probably won't read the sequels.
I might.
I probably won't.
I will be honest. I would not have.
Maybe I would read Henry's book. Or if JJ gets a book, I'd read JJ's book.
Who's JJ?
He is an obnoxious pansexual, and I love him.
Yeah. I would not have bought this book or read it if it was not for book.
I wouldn't have bought it either. But I think that's also, I heard a lot of like really mixed reviews about it on TikTok. So I think I also let that kind of sway my opinion of it for a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. I read this and then I read Pucking Around, which is a Why Choose version of this.
Revers Harem.
It is a Why Choose version of this. I read this one and I instantly went to Pucking Around. And
I like that hockey one better.
I liked her writing. Hannah Grace's writing is it's very good.
It is good. It is very. Did she start on Kindle? Like, was she self-published?
I think so. I don't know for sure, but I'm
published
sure.
now. Yeah, it's published because I looked into it, like onto the cover. It's published now, but like for a self-published book, originally it's very good writing. Like for like a Kindle Unlimited book. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Like it's very well edited. I didn't see.
Liked it.
I saw like one
I do regret that I bought it on my Kindle instead of buying the actual hardback. Just because,
to be honest, I bought them both because I couldn't finish reading the actual physical book version. Why? I like to read in my room at night in the dark. So I can't do that.
It's really good for your eyes.
My eyes are already garbage, so who cares?
The paper one
at this point,
perfect to read on.
Yeah. Are you getting paid? Is it
no
advertising?
No, I'm not. But it is like
hashtag sponsored.
I tell you what, I would much rather read on this than I have the Kindle Fire on my phone.
Yeah, I read on an iPad.
Or my iPad. I read on that one too. I got Kindle on all the apps or all the devices.
I liked it. I thought it was cute. I definitely think it's a lot better than the dinosaur one. Okay, I definitely think it was much easier to read.
Those are universe differences.
Well, I mean, that one just takes place in the future.
I would no.
You know what?
So it was released in 2022, self-published, and it made both the USA Today and New York Times bestseller lists. And that's
when a self-published book.
Seriously.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's already really hard for a traditional published book to make it. So for an indie or self-published to get it, that's incredible. Good for her.
Yeah.
Now she is with
way to go, Hannah.
Simon & Schuster.
Yeah. I was like, I knew she was
Big Five. Yeah.
She was picked up by someone. I couldn't remember who it was. But, I mean, it's good. The problem is, it's nothing really crazy happened in it. So it's there's nothing to really talk about a lot because all the other ones were shock value. We're this is it was a romance. It was,
this is definitely the most normal.
Yeah. That's why you would like it, I think. It's not, there's nothing crazy. It's not mobs. It's not no mafia, no dinosaurs.
Yeah. It's nothing I would have picked myself. I do not regret buying it.
Yeah, I don't regret buying it. I would read it again.
Read the sequels. Depending on my mood.
I had put book 2 on my TBR before, because you don't actually have to read all of them, and you don't have to read them in order, from what I've heard. And book 2 is adult camp counselors, and sounded really cute. And so I actually put that on my list. I'm I'm never going to read Icebreaker because I don't do sports. Well, there was no sports really in it, so it was fine.
I really want to go to an actual adult camp, so maybe I should read that book.
Oh, I've seen those.
We should go.
We should do a girls,
there's one called Camp No Counselors.
Yeah.
And it's you're assigned even a color team to bunk with,
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
I don't know. That'd be a lot of talking to people, and
you're ooh, I'm not that outgoing.
And we have Allie. Is all of us.
Allie.
Allie. Yeah,
we will make the connections.
Yeah, we have her to do all that. Can we just sit there and go yay team and
so
go blue, go? There we go.
So Crazy Beach actually is the camp counselor,
right? Pretty much, because that's a lot of that might be a little too people-y for me.
You're my social battery.
You have to try water skiing.
We did zip lining.
Well, I can't swim, so
you can life jacket. Yeah.
What if something happens with it? What if it detaches from me and I just
just float on your back and play dead? And
Crazy Beach is the lifeguard, so
that's true.
I was.
She tried to teach me how to swim. It didn't work.
It was not easy. I have taught anywhere from ages 3 months to 60 years old.
I just doggy paddled,
and she was pretty rough.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she put her all in it. I'm going to be honest.
To be honest, I probably didn't. I probably was
harder.
Bullshit. I'm done.
She's I'm on vacation. I'm not working right now.
Right.
I definitely wasn't paying her. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah. But you didn't drown.
That's true. I didn't drown. But to be fair, the water only came up to my chest.
You drowned.
Yeah, I did not drown though.
Drown in 2 inches of water.
Yeah, if you're well.
I mean, if you conk
really
your head,
if you physically can't.
If you conk your head and you fall face first into a puddle, you're gonna die.
Well, then I deserve it because I didn't.
I agree with that.
Convenient puddle just right where my face is.
Have you seen there's a craziest way, the craziest way to die?
1,000 Ways to Die. Does you watch that? That used to be on when we were young.
Yes.
So okay, let me tell you this. Let me set the scene for you. Okay, so.
Do we want it?
Okay, this lady is outside watching her landscaper do his landscaping stuff, and of course he's hot, right? So she's in her garden, she's like plucking her vegetables from her garden. She like puts a cucumber in her mouth, like trying to give it. She's filleting that cucumber. Oh my God. And then she's walking while she's doing it for some reason. Like, why are you walking while you're doing it? Honestly, multitasking queen. Steps on a rake. That rake flings up, launches that sucker in her throat, and she dies.
Note to self: don't do that with a cucumber.
Yeah, don't fillet cucumbers in your home.
Oh my God!
Yeah, instead of turning him on, you just made him witness to a murder, like by a cucumber.
A suicide, not a murder.
She did it to herself.
That rake did it. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was the rake. It was premeditated.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones on there. To be honest, I miss that show.
Yeah, right. He shows me they were watching it on YouTube or something.
Of course, it's not on TV anymore.
Well, yeah, it was like wild.
This really old show.
Oh God. What was the one where
It's something.
It's the fear one.
Fear Factor. Fear Factor could never have done it.
I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so afraid of spiders, or oh my God, I'm so afraid of this, and then just like go through it. Yeah, it'd be fine.
Never have done it.
I'm scared of cuddly bunnies.
Yeah, none of you snitches
down there.
But they asked like, I think they asked like your family and stuff. Like they're like, oh, what's her biggest fear? And you snitches would be like bees, and I'd be out of there.
People in this book were scared of
nothing. Nate's afraid of nothing. He's the best boyfriend anyone's ever had. He's considerate, amazing, hot, obviously, because he's a hockey player.
They do mention that he is written by a woman.
You know what? I mean, he is.
That was straight up said, like, he is a book boyfriend written by a woman, and he follows through on that to a T.
I don't think Anastasia's mean. I kind of relate to it.
She is petty.
I relate to that.
And
I'm like, oh, she bullies him, and I'm like, oh, that's me. I love bullying people.
She does make him work for it.
She's also just like quick with it, like with her responses. Like she's kind of snotty.
She makes him work for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, she's about 10 seconds.
She's scared of birds.
Probably. She is. No, she's afraid of. Well, she was afraid of being lifted.
Yes.
She's now probably afraid of water.
After when Aaron dropped her.
Yeah, Aaron. You know, to be fair though, he didn't really drop her that bad.
Well, he dropped her like more than once.
Objectively,
yeah.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
Maybe.
Or he's a really bad skater.
Objectively, pairs drop
all
people
the time.
All
the time.
Like you're lucky if your head's not bashing.
She has what,
ice.
3?
I mean, first of all,
falls?
you gotta learn.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
you ain't gonna do it the first time around.
That's also not that's not like the worst fall that could have ever happened to her. So I feel like
she could have died.
Afraid of it is not that bad.
Well, she did have like the bruising and everything like that.
What?
I'm sure.
Like, they get them. Like that's like everyday life for them. If you're like training for the Olympics,
yeah, she didn't hit her head. He caught her or whatever.
You're hitting the ice when you're landing it.
Walking in my living room.
You know what I mean? You're like
hitting me and throwing me up on skates.
No, on the slipperiest surface.
So what's funny is Nate never dropped her. He practiced with her for what, 8 weeks?
But Nate.
But yeah, but Aaron's like
so strong.
Aaron's like trim and like
he's thin.
Petite.
Well,
right, you don't see a hockey built.
Yeah, no.
I see a hockey built. Some of them are like 5'6". They're not all 6'5".
Big, thick thighs and butts. Right. They don't have a lot of upper body shape. He should, considering she makes a point to be like, oh yeah, you lift like 100 pounds over my weight on the daily. So why are you like complaining about it?
He so did it on purpose.
Yeah, he did.
So he could try to fat shame her.
Or so he could be like, oh my God, you did this, or you're so bad at it. Like, you need to try harder. Like, well, maybe she does. No, he definitely complains about her weight through like the whole thing. But it does kind of give like villain for a villain. You know what I mean? Like you need an antagonist, so she made one. You know?
Yeah.
Which is like I think some of the most like I complained the last time about the dialogue. Most of this dialogue I thought was good. I think
it was pretty good.
Aaron's dialogue, though, does give kind of like antagonist with like the intention of being an antagonist. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what can I make him say that's going to really
piss people off?
Yeah, that's going to really make people upset. Like, where like I think her conversations with Nate seemed like something that she probably took from like her own conversations like in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like group chats and things like that. It felt more organic, them talking to each other, than like some of the other like pointed plot ran dialogue. You know what I mean? stuff that was said with the intention of pushing the plot along.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was good. I would. What would you rate it?
We can't do. What did we do last time?
Knives, but there's no knives. Skates.
Yeah, skates. How many skates
Knives.
would I give it? I would give it like 3.5 skates.
Mm-hmm. You'd say 5.
She said out of 5.
Oh, I thought you said you'd give it 5.
I would give it a 4. I mean, I really enjoyed the book. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 5 is just because it's not my genre. It's not it's not, to me, wasn't above and beyond or like the best book I've ever read in my entire life. But it was a solid book. It had great.
If you were going to rate it out of the books we've already read,
a 5.
Yeah, a million.
Like a 5. I gave 1 a 0.
This isn't even really my genre either.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I was kind of laughing with the dialogue. I was like enjoying reading it. It wasn't bad. A lot of it's witty.
Yep.
I like all the relationships and the dynamics they have because they seem very individual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's good at creating characters that are likable characters. Yeah. We're like the last book, we were like, oh, we don't care if that character dies.
Right.
We're like, you're rooting for them. You're like, yeah, I want you to do what you're doing. Like, I want you to like these people and I want you to...
No.
This is delicious. And it's a lot more alcohol than a Stella Rosa is.
Really? Ooh.
Stella Rosa is like 4.5 or something like that.
Oh, maybe that's why I like it.
This is totally sidetracked, guys. Sorry.
Why can't you stop mid-sentence?
It's the ADHD.
We had to stop and look at the wine.
Why isn't there the alcohol percentage?
That sounds illegal.
And also give me some.
Well, 5%.
Oh, this one?
This one is 7.5.
Ooh.
It's delicious, though. You don't really taste it.
Yeah, you say that, and then I always taste it.
Sweet strawberry.
You should really try it. I think you would be okay with this.
Let me chug this first.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Ooh, it smells delicious.
I think wine usually does smell delicious, and then you taste it and you're like, ooh.
Oh, that's good.
It's $4 at Aldi.
Ooh.
I like
it
that.
tastes like candy.
I
It's
like
delicious.
that. Yeah.
I would use this to make a sangria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, instead of $15, we can just buy the $4 one now.
Yeah.
I mean, I still love Miss Stella Rosa, though.
It's my favorite one. Yeah, Stella Rosa should sponsor us.
Wine, like, texture. That's more of like a sparkling.
I definitely like this
O's
apple
missing.
Yeah, I think
My U's missing.
Oh. Yeah. They'll be fine.
That's right. Yeah, they'll be fine.
I
did look at getting us like glass etched ones.
I'd like to say that mine's perfect.
And
So mine.
you know, if somebody
never-
ever
mine never
sponsors
sponsors.
us, I will get us glass etched ones.
That is
yeah.
in the open. If you'd like to sponsor something smutty, send us some wine glasses to use.
Exactly.
We'll keep getting Stella Rosa if they sponsor us.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Stella Rosa. This one's on you.
But if you don't, I'm going to buy it anyways.
Coupons.
What'd you think of the red one? You didn't like it?
You didn't like the strawberry one? Was it too wine for you?
Listen, I told you I'm a creature of habit. I like my same things.
So when we were in Mexico, she would order a drink everywhere we went, and she would take one drink and be done.
That was it.
Thankfully, it was all inclusive, so you can do that. It's not, there was one drink she liked, and everywhere she ordered it, it was made different.
It was different everywhere.
She didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, we got it good twice, like 2 places, and then every other, they're like, had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, you guys recommended it to me. Like, I didn't even know it existed. I don't even remember what it was. It was green. It was a neon green. It was an electric lemonade. That's what it was called.
Like neon green.
It was neon green.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious. However, they made it different every single time.
It was pale green.
Yeah.
It was like a grass.
Sometimes it was like extremely green, and it also sometimes came blended, sometimes came mixed, and I was like, all right, it's fine.
I just will never get over the fact that a mimosa is down there is not a mimosa up here.
Yeah, they're not the same thing.
You know what was really good? Those chicken legs.
They were so good. They were so good.
Another trip to Mexico.
I saw a picture of those, and I literally was like, I got hungry.
This is again totally off topic, but for some reason, the chicken legs at the buffet, the chicken wings or chicken legs?
They were
like wings. Were they wings or were they thighs?
They were
like,
but something about
they
them,
were delicious.
It was a mix. They were so the sauce was so good.
And it was just the buffet. It's like,
it wasn't even one of the restaurants.
Yeah.
Honestly, the restaurants let us down because remember
They
we went to
did.
the
This one was really good.
Yeah, but they didn't. We went to one.
Seafood.
That was the seafood one.
Seafood.
We went to the seafood one, and they were like, "Oh, get the lobster." And then we get there, and like, "Oh, we don't have any lobster." I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's the whole reason we came here."
Yeah, it was still good.
It was good. My
That was
salmon
probably the
delicious.
best one that we
It was.
had.
It was.
Because the Mexican one was the worst.
disgusting.
It was
But
the
that
worst
was also
one.
not at the higher end hotel.
I also wonder if it's like
Another
just
one.
this is.
was.
Maybe they're like this is what the tourists want. They don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
We go there wanting authentic Mexican.
They're like just
They're
give
like,
them. They're like who?
Americans.
Yeah, literally. They're like just give them whatever. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was fun. I would do that again.
I went to the seafood restaurant and got chicken.
Yes, you did.
It was
Yeah,
really
you
good
did.
chicken.
I at least got steak and shrimp.
I got the shrimp too,
What'd
but
you
I
get?
gave it to her.
Right.
I got, I don't remember.
You got like catfish soup or
I
something?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I got catfish soup. And then I had something in a pineapple.
Do you remember when you made us eat those snails?
Yes,
We did. We did eat snail.
That was in the French restaurant.
Worst thing I've ever tasted.
I didn't think
It was not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
You know what?
so.
I bet you. Oh, I was going to get to that. I was going to say, I bet you she puts nasty things in her mouth.
She does a lot in this book. Let me tell you that.
How many people does she hook up with in this book?
Two.
Just two.
Yeah, two.
Ryan and Nate.
Yeah,
I liked Ryan though. I think he might
Ryan
be
too.
my favorite character.
Who do you think
like
had a
JJ.
bigger dick?
Ryan.
No, yeah, she says Nate. She says
He
Nate.
does.
Oh, she does?
She's
She's like,
concerned.
how is that gonna fit? And I'm like, of course it's not gonna fit. Of course not. Like she makes a whole big deal about it. But he's like 6'4" and like
He's
solid.
big,
He's like
But that usually means they have a small dick.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes. But
Okay.
apparently no. Apparently his measurements were proportionate everywhere, allegedly.
I
But
can't say I wouldn't mind seeing.
Right.
can I just representation?
Just take it.
I actually really like picture books.
I don't even need any words.
Hey, I have a coloring book. I should bring that.
Yeah, she does have a coloring book.
I wanted, so one of my favorite
Authors.
authors released a coloring book,
Yeah, an adult coloring
an
book.
adult coloring book with very
Is it like a sex position book, but for coloring?
No, it's like scenes from the book. Like she
Oh.
like had like somebody illustrates. I'll bring it.
That's kind of cool.
I'll bring it to the next
actually.
one.
Show and tell.
I mean, it would be. I can't have that at my house. My 6-year-old would find it.
No, I keep it in the drawer by my
Probably
bedside.
the 4-year-old, actually.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, the boys are older, so it doesn't matter
Right.
in my house. But I do. I have like the Kit Davenport coloring book, and I love it. It's awesome. And you bought it for me for my birthday.
I did in fact.
Right now at my house, babies are still magically made, and I'd like to keep it that
Tell them
way
they
for a
come
while.
from the stork.
Not then they don't believe that. They say then how's it get in someone's belly?
Oh.
The stork. Well, the stork.
Mom and dad have to do it. Like a mom and dad have to be together. And so it just magically happens between the two of them.
right.
And that is enough for me right now.
Yeah, no.
You know what? I think it's deserved.
I'm like, it's probably in.
Yeah, let's pass out that cheesecake.
Oh,
Yeah,
we've already gone into it.
That's so
We
rude.
took your cheesecake. Sorry.
Yeah.
Allie opened it under the table and I took it.
that's what I was trying to do.
They're so tiny.
Yeah, but
Well, we got really off topic about this book.
yeah, we did. Is there anything else you wanted to add about that?
You two need to give your skates your
Oh, my
stars.
skates! Based off of the drama at the end, and then it ending with just a baby, which is always exciting, I guess. Hopefully.
fun.
Give up your dreams and have
It's
a
a baby
kid.
until you have it. It's exciting until you have it, and then you realize your life's
Over.
now fucked. You're no longer you.
You're you and your kids.
I would give it
I
a
don't have any kids.
3.8 skate.
Okay.
I liked the punch of the drama in the last, or the very first
The
sentence.
climax. Yeah.
And then it was, nothing really happened. And then, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's why I only gave it 3.5 because I would have liked to see more of the drama
Yeah.
with the actual like skating world and the competitions. And then like the ending, like I almost gave it less than that just because that epilogue. Like
it did feel a little rushed at the end.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the not the plot, but like their relationships with like all the other teammates, that stuff was very drawn out. It was like very well detailed. It was almost like the ending was rushed.
You also said there's not much hockey in it, which
there's
They talk about it passively a lot. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You don't really, like, I think you see one of his
There's
games,
one
like,
game that she goes to.
Yeah.
And you don't even really hear much about her at the game. It's more of her reactions after the game.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, so they passively talk about it, like, a lot. You know what I mean? It's brought up, like, she's in training, he's benched because he
They don't
admitted to a crime
things,
statement.
like scenes of, you know, like in the, like, the one that I read right after is the pucking around. Like, she's their sports medicine doctor.
Got it.
So, like, it's very focused on the hockey end and everything like that.
That's what I missed my calling. I should have been.
You should have, but you could still be one.
I don't want to actually fix them. Okay, what about you? What do you think?
Well, from what I read, I fell asleep during it, so I would give that a 0. But from what I've heard, I'll give it like a 3.6 skates.
I think you could read it.
Why do you guys get so quiet?
We're judging you for your rating.
I thought so.
Yeah, obviously. We're judging you.
I love how you both have like 0.6, 0.8. Like,
I don't like to go with the norm.
Yeah, she likes to think I had the
Go against it.
Always.
Go against it.
I'll give it a 3. I think it was good. I liked it a lot better than the last two.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even that I don't like dark romance. It's just I think they were crappy done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think they were stupid. Like,
They were. Trust me, I've read some good.
It was hard to get through them.
Yeah.
Like, it was so difficult to get through them. Every single sentence was like, God, Jesus.
Well, the first one I didn't finish.
Yeah, I didn't finish either of them. I skimmed the last one, but I'm just like, they were so difficult to get through. Like, it just felt so redundant, and like some of this was a little bit like I think it could have been shorter. You know what I mean? I think it could have been a little bit shorter.
I think it could have been spicier.
But I liked the relationship dynamics. I liked Anastasia. I feel like sometimes it's hard to like main female characters because they can come off really like insufferable. And like pick me and like, oh, like I hate other women and I only like my man, and you know what I mean? Like
the characters felt real.
Yeah.
They were a lot more real.
There was a lot more depth.
Likable.
Yeah, there was no like weird, even the jealousy like between like Nate and Henry. I liked the Nate and Henry thing because he's like, honestly, I don't even blame her. He's like, I don't even care. Honestly, he's got moves. He's great. I love Henry. Like, you know what I mean? He's really protective of his teammates. So he's not even like when she's over there flirting with his teammates, he's not like, he's like jealous, but he's like, I don't know. I can't even be mad about it. Like, I get it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's definitely...
It was entertaining to read. I liked reading it. I didn't struggle reading it. It wasn't like that. Where like the other one was like, Jesus, I couldn't get through it. Like,
this was also a way better... Like, this is like a totally different... What's the word I'm looking for?
Dynamic.
Our review of this book is so much different than the other two. So I feel like...
It feels like somebody like yelled at us on the side. There was like,
right.
You just stop being mean to this character. Like, you're going to get canceled.
Like, we went from like, oh my God, this is like the worst book to... Actually, like, this one's like, really good. Like, it feels
they're just really drastically different.
They are.
Like, I think the other ones had plot and they were plot driven, but the plot wasn't executed well. So it came off really shallow and boring and like, oh my God, every single thing was so predictable.
Yeah.
That it's like, it almost made you like tired reading it. Or like the one with the dialogue that every time one of them spoke, I just wanted to
stab it.
I was going to kill myself. But I probably shouldn't say that.
Let's avoid that one.
Well,
so
out there.
I did the audiobook for this one, and it alternates between two different narrators.
Yeah.
So you actually have a woman for the woman parts, and you have a man for the man chapters.
I wish it was opposite.
Well, they both also read. So, like, if there's a scene with Anastasia and Nate in her chapter, she does the voice for him as well. And in the man chapter,
they've done their own dialogue.
There are some that do that.
Yeah. They should have had Morgan Freeman.
They should have.
But in the chapters narrated by a man, in the man chapters, he's, the voice of Nate, but he's also giving the voice of Anastasia during their spicy scenes and making the noise, and I cannot.
Did you imitate it for us?
No. And just him trying to do like all of the moaning and orgasm sounds in a female voice. Honestly, I'd pay a lot of money to hear that.
He would do it too.
But I could not take those parts seriously because I was walking while I was listening to it, and I am trying so hard not to bust out laughing.
Audiobook for that reason. Like,
I tried to read this one on audiobook, and I could not read it. I couldn't listen to it on audio.
Right?
I couldn't listen to it on audio book.
I just really don't like a lot of audiobooks. I also I won't remember it if it's
I like to see it.
I have to be able to read it. Like, it's like lectures at like school. I can't. If I listen to them, I don't even
shit, and then I write it down, which is probably why I don't read that many books, because like I am very much like old school. Like, give me a paper and pen when I'm taking classes for school and write.
Yeah.
Not even type my like I want to write it out.
I agree with you. I don't remember them either when I type them out.
Right.
I also just like audio. Like it goes in one ear out the other. I don't remember it, so I have to read it. Never gonna know. You're gonna be like, oh, this happened, and I'd be like, I don't remember.
Yeah,
literally don't even like her. She was like, that happened. Literally, that's me. But
we did also listen to it at like 3 times speed.
Oh my god!
No, I slowed it down to 2 times speed.
Sure.
And I listened to most of it at 3 times speed because, especially for the girl narrator, she was so slow that I could go on 3 times speed and still
even at 2, she was very easy to understand.
Yeah,
very easy to understand.
Yeah, like not in a bad way. Like that's why they have the volume or the speed controls on there for you. So,
did her voice sound like her age? Did she sound like a 21-year-old?
No.
I hate that.
They both sounded. She sounded like 30. He sounded like 40.
That's another thing I don't like about audiobooks. Like, I feel like what you imagine in your head is never what the audio sounds like ever.
Sure. I could see that.
But, I mean, it was good. I liked it.
Eliminate my Morgan Freeman idea.
We would still do it. Yeah, we would still listen if he
I just
did
want
it.
him to read me a bedtime story one night.
He does do that.
I bet you could find one.
Yeah.
I would like him just to sit in my house though and read me personally one.
Do you remember when somebody did like an Alan Rickman, like the Waze app? Somebody had an Alan Rickman.
Yeah. They're wild.
Anything else you want to add?
I think we did pretty good this time.
Yeah. Well, we definitely didn't stay on topic, but I kind of like that. So I think it's
know what? I have not gotten complaints.
Just when I listen to a podcast, I like that. So.
And
it feels more organic.
I tried to wrangle us back.
You did. You're good at it because you're a camp counselor.
Right.
It would just keep going out and out and out.
It's the still current teacher in me. Wrangle everyone back in. And clearly fucking put rules down.
Food? You're flinging food? Kaylee hit me with her car? Like, what's happening
She
today?
gave me consent.
I didn't give you consent.
You said, wouldn't it be funny? And I said, yes.
I said,
in front of it.
okay.
Last time you wanted to get shot.
I didn't ask her to be.
Shot was also mentioned.
I was moving a scooter out of the driveway.
You said you would like to be grazed by a bullet.
Oh, no. You guys suggested that. You were like, okay, well,
for it.
You guys were like,
all for it.
You guys were like, okay, well, what if we can guarantee it's a graze? And I said, okay, well, I guess if it's just a graze.
Now you want to get hit by a car.
She did get hit by a car.
No. Have to be in therapy.
Pay for my therapy? I would appreciate it.
They're not going to let us bring the wine.
I think they would kick me out of therapy.
Higher?
Well, then
they're not
No, we can do the digital therapist. Like you can go online now and you can get like one
over video.
And we'll go right there and she can give us therapy.
Like an intervention is what you're saying?
Yeah. This is also sponsored by Intervention.
I think I would get fired by my therapist. I don't think they could handle all this. Why is that?
That's cheesecake.
Well, yeah, it's cheesecake. What kind of cheesecake?
Turtle.
I ate the other one.
What is that cheesecake?
This is probably strawberry, raspberry, plain, and then chocolate cheesecake.
I don't have the chocolate one.
All right. Anyone have any final things to say?
I hope you. Well, thank you for listening.
Right, good night.
Let's finish off this wine.
Thank you everyone for listening. This has been Must Love Books. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon under @MustLoveBooksPodcast. Thank you and happy reading.
Some matches are temporary, but your privacy shouldn't be. With Line 2, you get a second phone line just for dating. No need to share your personal number until you're ready. You can chat, text, and even block numbers, all while keeping things fun and private. It's perfect for online dating, blind dates, or just keeping things light. When you're ready to move on, Line 2 lets you cut ties without any drama. Dating should be fun and carefree. Line 2 keeps it that way. Ready to date on your terms? Visit line2.com/audio or download Line 2 in the App Store today.